Hey Naldo, what did Arnold say to his tomato seeds after watering them?
I don't know. I don't know.
You've been germinated. Let's start the show.
No.
Welcome everybody to FYC Film Review. I'm your host Gagne, and with me, my partner Naldo, who promised to be back, and he is. What's up, buddy?
That was dumb.
Look, we've got fans who love to garden. They're gonna get it. They're gonna love it, and who doesn't love an Arnold impersonation?
All right. What's up, buddy? How's it going, everybody? What's going on, man?
Not excited, not excited. We're here to do another holiday film. Let's just say that. What are the folks going to consider watching today?
Oh my gosh, we chose the 1996 Jingle All the Way. I had never seen this movie. I never grew up with it. I heard about it. First time watching it. Kind of excited. Watched it with my family.
It's
90
Arnold.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Arnold. 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Rated PG. I thought I was going to go in there. I had a smile on my face. I came out of it with a bit of a frown. So it's just, my gosh.
The
Okay.
struggle is real with this one. I don't remember growing up with it either, but we were kind of aged out of this kind of movie at that time. It's a
Yeah.
Christmas movie about a kid who, wants a toy and his dad goes and gets it for him because, that's what dads do. They save the day on Christmas. But yeah, 1996, yeah, it's kind of a weird year. I was more into like Face Off and other things like that. So Turbo Man wasn't doing it for me. And I like Arnold better in the action films generally.
I like Arnold better in the action films too. This was rough. Did you have any good points about this movie?
Phil Hartman, love him. I think he's great. I liked his creepy favorite character. Yeah, I mean, Phil Hartman always plays weird characters well, and so I enjoyed him. I enjoyed Ted
Okay.
the reindeer, I guess, if you will. It's random, but I guess I enjoyed Ted.
Okay.
Beyond that, God, even someone like Sinbad, who I enjoy as a stand-up, and I enjoyed on TV shows growing up, just didn't do it in this movie for me. So yeah, really, Phil and the reindeer. That's all I got.
Gosh, Phil Hartman, rest in peace. I did not like his character.
Mm.
So I don't know, man. I don't have much to like about this movie. It's a simple story, like you said, about a dad trying to get this top of the line toy, this really on Christmas Eve, which is kind of ridiculous, right?
Sure.
It's ridiculous. It's way over the top, but I feel like this could have been done really well had there been another actor and it slowed down a little bit. I don't have many good things about this. Arnold and his comedic style was a bit rough in this one, so
Yeah.
let's just get into what we didn't like. What we didn't like about this movie.
All right, so I'm gonna say first off, I don't really care for mean-spirited holiday films. Like I always appreciate when someone like Scrooge turns around, and Christmas Carol is a classic, but like this movie's kind of mean. Like
Okay.
the Arnold character and Sinbad character, like they spend a lot of the time just being shitty to each other, and a lot of people being shitty to each other. I mean, even Phil Hartman, whose character I loved, is shitty to people. Like it's just that kind of Christmas movie doesn't really get me in the spirit. Second, Little Orphan Annie. Let's talk about Anakin Skywalker, Mr. Jake Lloyd, who
I didn't want to do
go
it, man.
going back to this, realizing that like then that he couldn't act, just kind of makes me think, George Lucas, did you not see this movie and check this kid's acting credits before? And I hate to shit on a kid actor, but man, he was kind of rough to, they gave him a little too much to work with.
Yeah, my gosh, when the movie opened, I had never seen it before. I had no idea what to expect. I knew Arnold was in it, but then little Anakin Skywalker's in it. I'm like, oh gosh. And all my family watched it and they loved him. They loved
Oh,
him, and he thought it was a cute
good.
kid. And I'm just keeping my mouth shut because I don't want to pile on this kid either.
Yeah.
Arnold is not suited for a fast-paced comedy. He's
Mm.
not. It never stopped. It was just kept going and going and going. And the heartfelt moments that were supposed to be between Arnold and Jamie, the little
Mhm,
kid,
mhm.
was just very cringy. And Arnold, he would switch back from going really crazy to being really sentimental. It's like, oh Jamie, I'm Turbo Man. I didn't get it, man. And I like Arnold. I love Arnold. I love his action stuff. I think True Lies is a great movie. This right here is just It just didn't do it. It falls flat. Rita Wilson, listen, God bless Rita Wilson,
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, but she was awful at this, man.
Yeah.
Her kid's dying, hanging from the rafters, and come on.
Yeah, it feels every bit of 90 minutes, and by the end of it, you're just like, what is this ending of, poor green screen Arnold flying around in a Turbo Man suit? Like, they could have cut that scene in half and saved themselves a lot of film. Just at that point, you're kind of like, well, we know where this is going to end, so can we just kind of move us along? And it gets so crazy.
Like he's Sinbad, his straight up was about to murder this kid.
Yeah.
And towards the end, everybody's like, "Oh, it's okay, it's all good, it's all in fun."
He goes up and gives him the doll and just like, here you go, sir, for your son. I understand you were trying to kill me just because you're trying to be a good dad on Christmas. Again, mean spirited. There's nothing redeeming about like the story behind this one. It's just kind of weird. It's kind of a very weird holiday film.
Man, I don't know who the director is, what they were thinking with this movie, but it did not work with Arnold.
Yeah, it's a struggle. I don't have fond memories of it. Saw it and didn't really enjoy it the second time around, unfortunately. So let's get into that rating.
Okay, let's do it.
How many Turbo Mans?
How about his friend? How about his friend? Nobody.
How many boosters? Nobody liked boosters. We like Booster.
I like Booster. This guy right
Voiced by none other than Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. How many boosters are we going to rate on a scale
1 to
of 1 to 5? Yes, 1 being terrible, 5 boosters being fantastic. Go for it, buddy.
Wow, I'm going first? Okay.
Yes,
I when the movie ended and I saw my kids kind of had a half a smile on my face, I thought, maybe 2.5. But the more we talked about it, it's a 2. It's a 2, and that's being generous. It's a 2. It's being very generous. I'm gonna go with the two boosters because there's some moments where I thought this movie could go somewhere and it didn't, and it was just, it's not the worst movie, but it's not something I would ever want to go back and revisit. It's never gonna be a staple in the household. And if you grew up with it, then more power to you. If you didn't, I would skip it. It's just not bad. If you want a good Arnold comedy, watch Kindergarten Cop.
Perfect. Yeah, and you know what that does well? It blends a little bit of action instead of just straight comedy in this one. Yeah, I'm with you. Seeing that I gave our last review, Home Alone 2, a 1.5, I definitely got to go lower on this one. So it's coming in strong at 1 booster.
Wow.
Just not a very good film, and something I just couldn't recommend. On a holiday list of movies, it's never going to get on my holiday list of movies. So
wow, okay,
that's. I love Arnold. I love Sinbad. I love so many people involved, like you said. Rita Wilson and Phil Hartman, but it just as a movie it struggles. So
yeah, look at FYC bringing the holiday spirit.
We do what we can.
We do.
Yeah,
all right,
absolutely. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in. Let us know how wrong we are and why Jingle All the Way is such a Christmas classic that you watch it every year. And if not, then we know you'll agree with us. So we appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. I've been your host, Gagne, with me, my partner, Naldo, and this has been FYC Film Review.
Have a good one, everyone. We'll talk to you later.